And this is Jack with Annual Load Book, and finally we come up with a way to make your your weekly fixed expenses, the ones that you figure and put in each week, automated. So in order to do that, go up to the hamburger menu, and just under Dynamic Analytics you'll see Recurring Expenses. Hit that. What that does is it brings up a separate table where we can put all the expenses here. You see we sort them out by their category, the fixed expenses, the loans, truck payment, insurance, maintenance insurance, your insurances, your taxes, and then some variable expenses that that you pay fixed, that I figure fixed anyway. So you can put anything in here you want. It's just, and then you can edit it. If you look to the right, the little square with the pencil, you can edit anything on these. The date, don't worry about this date. It doesn't matter. It'll set the date when it transfers to the expense column, table where all your expense totals are. So anyway, you can edit these and save, or you can delete them. Just hit the trash can and you can delete them. You can add a new one by hitting the round button with the cross in it, and you can add a new one, and it'll add it to the list. And these will stay here. And then what the bot is programmed to do, what I did was I made it so it'll take these expenses and transfer them to your expense totals down here, and to the basic report over down here at the bottom in this expense section down here. It'll add those fixed expenses in here. Okay, so with that being said, what we'll do now is I want to just put them in there. Back there. Explain this a little bit. Like truck payment, if you pay it monthly, multiply that truck payment by 12 and divide that by 52 weeks, and that's the number you put in there. It won't change your totals for the month or the year. Some months will seem a little higher, your payment will seem a little lower because of the extra week we get every quarter to make it work, but that's fine. Your monthly totals will be the same. The other way you can do it is you can take your payment for the month that you pay and divide it by 4.5, and what that'll do is it does the same thing. It'll put a average dollar amount in weekly for 4 weeks, but where we have some months where we have 5 Fridays, I just did it the 12 months, and it's the same number. Divide that by 4.5, or take your total for the year and divide it by 52. I did that with my insurances. I pay annually. Occupational insurance, I pay it annually, and I just divided it by 52. Physical damage, same thing, divided it by 52, and that one is wrong, physical damage, so you can edit it. Let's do that. It's 100, and just save. There you go. Tags, figures out again, it's paid annually. It takes $54.43 a week to pay that. Same with $22.90 taxes. I put 50 average in every week for the $22.90 taxes. That no, that ain't right. That ain't right at all, actually. Let's take a look at that. $22.90 taxes, they're not that much. Let's see. That's why it's nice that we can edit this. Yeah, $22.90 taxes. I think they're only $550 a year. So So they're $10.57. Okay. And so just go on down through. It's the IFTA. I do $50 a week on. It goes into a slush fund to pay IFTA taxes. And then phone, you can do it any way you want, but I do $50 a week for my phone. That's about 2/3 of the phone bill, and that I write off as business expenses. So put anything in there you want and just leave it. There's nothing else you need to do. And every Friday at 8 a.m. it will transfer over here to your expenses. And so make a report to see those. I think I might color code them, but make a report anyway to reflect your weeks, and then at the end of the month then take this report, or you can have a separate one and make it for the whole month, and then start the next month off with a weekly report. So when you put in your variable expenses as you go, putting your fuel in as you buy it, any oil, any of your variable expenses, supplies that you buy for the truck, any deductible expenses that you can come up with, go ahead and put them in the app on the day they happen. And then when you run these, when you set this start date and end date up here, when you set that start date and end date, it'll pick up all those expenses and income for that time period. So the report didn't change any. All we're doing here is so you don't have to add all these in here that are fixed every week, occupational insurance and that. It'll do it for you automatically. All right, so happy trails, everybody. If you have any questions, go up here to the hamburger menu and you can contact support, and my numbers are right there. You can email, call, text, whatever, but I'd like to hear from you. If you think this is advantageous for you and will simplify things a little bit, let me know. Other than that, have a happy day and happy trails. Bye.